The Great Prestige Arc 3 is finally here, and this video covers Prestiges 35 to 45. Sorry for the lack of uploads, I've been doing this thing called a life and a shower, you guys wouldn't get it. Anyways, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and do /redeem MajorityExile and you'll get 2 super Uber drops. But without further ado, enjoy the video. While I was grinding for Prestige 36 on gold requirements, I started to realize that this is actually going to be a lot longer. You see, I have a thing called a life, and I don't have time to put gold requirements and XP at the same time into this game. And there's no Prestige 30 Mega Streak in order to help me. Because I think at Prestige 30 there should be a Mega Streak, or at least there should be something. Either ways, I'd hit Prestige 36, and the goal wasn't really to Prestige, because I was more or less focusing on upgrades for mainly gold. XP really becomes useless after 55, but we'll get into that in the future. Another thing was getting Massacre. You see, doing the contract 40,000 bot kills would grant me a random perk, and the goal is, of course, Massacre. Getting Massacre will allow me to get the max perk, I'll put it on the screen. Having said perk will help me streak a lot faster and be able to activate my super eggs, which will also grant me the ability to constantly use super eggs at a time. Now let's talk about perks. Tomcat officially responded in my DMs saying that he's considering adding a way where we can still use it while it's upgrading, so let's hope that's either in the big update or he releases a small patch update allowing us, because let's be honest, no one wants to fucking wait. And Tomcat is looking into ways to make it so it ain't so demotivating to do certain things, because understandably, no one wants to be demotivated by something you can't really handle or do anything without, paying money or higher prestiges ruining that chance. Whenever there's boosters, even if it's just bots, I do XP or gold whenever it's necessary. If there is no bots booster, most likely I either will go in Hermit or just log off. Somehow I'm also getting into the high prestige lobbies, which Tomcat must have decided, you know what, this guy's high enough prestige. Prestige 36, oh, that's normal. Let me put him in the high prestige lobbies. Thanks, Tomcat, by the way. I love struggling to streak when I have 50 other people taking my kills. Thank you. Sundog would start to glaze me, saying that I'm gonna pass him the next day, which is somewhat true. I passed him, a couple days later. By the way, Sundog, sorry for passing you. I also said I was gonna hit Prestige 40 by the end of that day, but I didn't. In fact, it took me like a day or two later to do it, because I got my inner sloth in and decided, you know what, do I care? No, I'd start hermiting to get the mulch bucket, and not only that, get the mulch bucket at least to level 10. That way, in any case, if I stop grinding, I at least have some sort of rewards to get out of it. Once again, hermiting is only useful for gold, but if you do want to get XP, you can use sharing is caring while hermiting, because it does help a lot with you getting XP. The user I'm on Tobs and Fraud Fan started threatening to hunt me because I wouldn't give them the ring. And I said, fuck you, not happening. So in the end, Fraud Fan decided to hunt me, and I will tell you right now, that dude is ass. My brother got close to dying so many times, he ran into mid and finally killed me, then decided to swap because I wasted all of his time. My vermin! This bitch is trying to hunt me! Vermin! No! You bastard! Nearly losing to a guy not even wearing jewels. Oh, how are you losing? I'm probably gonna get hunted by the fish guild after this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a Fraud Fan is cheeks at this game. I was in gold pants and he was still nearly losing to me, and he had jewels on, by the way. Absolute wanker. Clearly this guy's IQ is in the negatives, because I'm ass at the game and he's somehow still losing to a man who doesn't even know how to left click on our player. I can barely hit a tryhard bot too. Anyways, I would finish up the 40k bot and get an absolute cheeks worth of a perk. 40k bot. Oh my god. What kind of ass is that? No. After giving the ocean a bit more water from my tears, I would go to the contractor and enable a new contract getting 100 Ubers, which is doable. I used the contractor's drink in order to double my Ubers, so that way I would only need to do 50 instead of 100. Not only that, I would do some of them, and then I would do the guild gifts in order to get some magic revealers, which would allow me to auto enchant any sword or pant jewels. And I would finally get Billionaire. Billionaire 3 is the best jewel and will help you streak a lot faster, along with using EXE 3 and Shark 3. And I would also go on to use these jewel scraps that I got in order to upgrade it with scrap buffs. I would actually get something that I want. Gold. Unfortunately, there is no removal of the weakness. If you want to know how to get jewel scraps, well, I'm here to tell you. You go up to this guy named Marcus, you give him a peck on the cheek. You don't actually need to do that. You right click him, you press the upgrade items, go to upgrade jewels, and then you just scrap whatever you want. If you scrap a rare item, that is a jewel of course, you can get upwards of 1 to 8 jewel shards. And if it's a res item, it'll also give you more than that.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
I'd finish the contract 100 Ubers in just an hour and would get the perk Serenity. Why? I'm not gonna 1v1. It's okay, we could just activate another contract and it should be easy. Yep. I'm disowning the kids. To wipe my sorrows away, I did some gambling. No, not the keys. Since Night Quest was gonna take a lot of time, I decided to just go back to streaking and would continue that for a couple prestiges. I'd hit Prestige 38, but here's a little fun fact. Back then, when I was Prestige 38 for the first time, it took me way too long to get to Prestige 39. Did you know that? You probably didn't because you're not an OG of my channel. Bro. We don't care. 2 days later, after receiving a lap dance from Darnell, I'd noticed that I got put in the high prestige leagues. This is when I was collecting my rewards for that week, and I was like, why am I put in this? What is going on? Well, it seems, apparently, that if you do end up grinding quite a bit and getting first place every time, you get put in the higher prestige lobbies. I thought it was prestige based, so I'm an idiot. Entry started hunting me. He must have missed me, to be honest. I mean, I'm sorry I'm not in the lower prestige lobbies anymore. But it didn't really last too long because I was just mostly not giving a shit, and I also was more focused on Mastery XP. Mastery XP is what I need in order to upgrade perks for like Highlander or To the Moon. Started streaking for gold requirements to finish it up, and I would also start playing music. God, I wish the weekend was single. I'd achieve Prestige 39 and I would start grinding quickly for Prestige 40 because I won't lie, this is taking days to do. I'm not even joking, this shouldn't have taken days. I'd run through Prestige 39 pretty quickly thanks to someone using a ring and boosters. I was honestly pretty satisfied with Prestige 39. Oh shits and giggles. Wow, I'm actually happy about this, Jesus Christ. Going through Prestige 40 was just a snooze fest, except XP and gold were much higher, so I mean that was just pretty much it. Nothing really actually happened with this one, and I prestiged till 41. 4 prestiges away from the finishing arc. Prestige 41. I finished the 20 Night Quest contract and didn't even notice and just instantly activated the next contract, which was Mega Streaks. I don't know why, I must have forgotten to record that section, either that or I just did not care because I mean, to be honest, I only record things that are very good or the fact that I'm just grinding a lot. Here's how 500 Mega Streak goes. I jump in the middle and I die after getting like 50 kills. That is it, to be honest. Overdrive is the best Mega Streak to use when you're doing the 500 megas because that's the earliest you can die and get, you know, 50 kills, get a mega streak and die. Other than that, I'd finish the 500 mega streaks and I'd finally get Massacre. Oh my fuck, finally! I'd quickly use the 2 book of contractings I got to upgrade Massacre to tier 3. I'd see a lot faster progress with super eggs and of course streaking. And I'd start of course using 2 super eggs instead of 1 at a time every like 200 streaks because that way it's more efficient and it helps me. And now that I have Massacre, it helps a lot more with streaking. Massacre was helping me so much that I would quickly get to Prestige 42, which would allow me to get Absorption Renown. I'd end up getting put into a lobby with a bunch of high prestiges while they were arguing over some guild stuff probably. I don't know. Genuinely, I do not care. I must have lost my mind because out of nowhere I started typing I am gay and Bloody Band seemed to take notice and said I'm not Major Exile, which he's insinuating I'm gay if I'm Major Exile, but if I'm not Major Exile, I'm not gay. so I can't be Major Exile. Clearly, this is an understanding words. Holy crap, what a word of encouragement. Thank you very much. Bloody bandits. I'd hit Prestige 43, and for some odd reason, these lobbies were stacked as hell. Man, I'm kinda jealous because it's more stacked than my upload schedule. I'd get a question from the user HermitBlock, and he asked, am I Major Exile? No, I don't think I'm Major Exile. I mean, I'm just some stranger that makes content, man. Shout out to Bad Boy for getting me into a 0 streaking lobby, which helped a lot. It did help me boost my way to getting to the next prestige. For some odd reason, I didn't record this part, but Injury started hunting me again because I took over his solo lobby. He wanted to nightmare streak alone, and I took over, so I mean, I got what was coming for me, hunting. And he was failing to hunt a lot of the time. Anyways, in the end, he got pissed and swapped lobbies. I'd hit Prestige 44 and start streaking immediately, taking advantage of the 3x that was given out of nowhere. But hey, I'll take it, it's a 3x. So I could quickly prestige to 45 because I won't lie, at this point I was really sick of prestiging and trying to get this video out. At this point, this video took over a week to do, and a lot of people kept asking me, when's Prestige Arc 3? When's the next video? The reason why this video took so long is because I have things I gotta do in real life, and this week got so busy for me that I just didn't have time to really edit or even work on prestiging, because I also want to hang out with friends, and I don't really have much interest in playing games 24/7 anymore, so I'm very sorry about that. But with all that out of the way, it is time to hit Prestige 45. Alright. Damn, what you doing with all that ass? What in the world? Oh, god damn, oh, my fault. Click here to see my latest content. Click here to see the best content. Subscribe or I'm gonna shoot you. But once again, if you do make it to the end of this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I do appreciate the support. We are close to 300, and if I hit 300 subs, I will bomb my own house.